1440. Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 27th, and we're looking forward to a milestone for U.S. spaceflight if the weather behaves. Have feedback? Let us know at hello@join1440.com. Need to know. New York Stock Exchange reopens. Stocks bounced yesterday as the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange opened for the first time since March 23rd. Lifted by investor optimism about the reopening of state economies, the Dow gained 555 points, 2.2%, followed by the S&P 500, 1.3%, and the Nasdaq, 0.2%. The S&P 500 moved above its 200-day average for the first time since March 5th, potentially signaling a broader market upswing. The floor opened at 25% normal capacity. Traders signed liability waivers acknowledging they may contract the coronavirus while working. Public health officials have warned resuming normal activities too quickly could result in a second wave of cases. A rise in infections likely wouldn't be noticeable for days or weeks depending on how widespread new outbreaks are and how quickly symptoms develop. But that is exactly what the public health officials should have been doing from the very beginning. Just warning. Just handing out warnings and notices that you are liable for your own health. From the very beginning, that's all they should have been doing. Optimism was also fueled by positive news in the race for a vaccine. U.S. biotech company Novavax announced it had begun human trials with data expected in July. Merck, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical firms, said it would develop and manufacture 2 vaccine candidates. In South America, Brazil is quickly becoming the epicenter of the pandemic, with a study suggesting the country could pass 125,000 deaths by August. Brazil, Chile, and Peru now have 3 of the world's highest rates of daily cases. Overseas, India reported a record number of cases for 4 days in a row, while dealing with a locust invasion. Poor India. The U.S. has reported 1.68 million cases with 98,929 deaths as of this morning. Deaths rose less than 1% since yesterday morning. See the moving 3-day average here. Mysterious blood clotting symptoms linked to the virus continue to baffle doctors. We've posted a look at the condition on our coronavirus resource page. U.S. ready for takeoff. The first crewed spaceflight to depart from U.S. soil in nearly a decade is scheduled to launch this afternoon from Florida's Kennedy Space Center. The historic launch marks the first time NASA astronauts will fly a private company's spacecraft, in this case Elon Musk's SpaceX, on an official mission. It is also the first crewed mission for SpaceX, with astronauts Doug Hurley and Robert Behnken guiding the company's Crew Dragon to the International Space Station. The launch represents a new era in U.S. spaceflight and a milestone for NASA's Commercial Crew Program, which emerged following the end of the Space Shuttle program in 2011. Since then, the U.S. has largely relied on Russia to deliver astronauts to the ISS, a dependence critics say undermines U.S. space leadership. A flight in a Boeing-made Starliner is scheduled for 2021. Clouds may delay the launch until the weekend. For now, takeoff is set for 4:33 p.m. Eastern Time. Manhunt enters Day 6. A multi-state manhunt for a college student wanted in a pair of murders entered its 6th day today, with officials saying the suspect was last seen in eastern Pennsylvania yesterday. Does this make college a murder culture? In eastern Pennsylvania yesterday. Yes, read that. Peter Manfredonia, that's a fun name. Manfredonia. A University of Connecticut senior is said to have killed 62-year-old Ted Demers Friday in Willington, Connecticut, and 23-year-old Nicholas Eisel, who was found dead Sunday 70 miles away in the town of Derby. Officials believe Manfredonia kidnapped Eisel's girlfriend, who was found safe at a rest stop with her car near Paterson, New Jersey. He then took an Uber to a Walmart near the border with Pennsylvania, disappearing onto the train tracks behind the store. No motive has been revealed as of this morning. Manfredonia's family said the killings came out of nowhere. Of course they did, don't they always say that? The sunglasses of the year are from Denmark? Christopher Clues. Denmark consistently ranks among the happiest countries in the world. They've got just about everything, from high scores on income equality to long life expectancy to beautiful people. It's hard to see why Danes wouldn't be happy. Coincidentally, Christopher Clue's glasses are also from Denmark. Now, we're not saying Christopher Clue's eyewear is the reason Danes are so happy, but we're also not saying it. Christopher Clue's sunglasses are the sleeker, smarter, better functioning versions of your current shades. That's right, they're the Denmark of sunglasses. Polarized, beautiful designs and spring-hinged so they hug and don't hurt your face. You'll be wondering how and why you ever bought your last pair of shades at a mall kiosk. And Christopher Clue's doesn't stop at sunglasses. They also have an elite line of blue light glasses to ease eye strain, insomnia, and headaches that we know all too well from staring at screens all day. If you aren't sold yet, just check out their site today. You'll be leaving with your very own spring-hinged sunglasses or blue light glasses by the end of the day. And use coupon code 1440 for 20% off. In the know. Sports, entertainment, and culture. HBO's streaming service HBO Max launches today at $14.99 per month. See shows and movies available at launch. J.K. Rowling releases The Ichabod, her first children's book since the Harry Potter series. Read the first 2 chapters online for free. Ichabod. NHL will end regular season and move straight to 24-team playoff instead of 16 if play is able to resume. Megan Rapinoe, Sue Bird, and Russell Wilson tapped to host 2020 ESPY Awards, June 21st, ESPN. Science and technology. Stem cell researchers produce a model of an early embryonic brain, allowing study of how the human brain develops. Simulations suggest the asteroid that caused a mass extinction event 66 million years ago, killing the dinosaurs, struck at the deadliest possible angle, maximizing the thrust of climate change particles and gases into the atmosphere. Climate changing. The thrust of climate changing particles and gases into the atmosphere. Oh, the dreaded climate change. Astronomers discover a new class of cosmic explosions. Process is much brighter initially than typical supernova explosions, but fade much more quickly. Business and markets. Brought to you by The Ascent. LATAM Airlines files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection amid pandemic travel slowdown. Latin America's largest airline carries $7 billion of debt. Latin America. LATAM. Okay. Existing U.S. home sales fell 17.8% in April to lowest level since 2010. Home prices grew 4.4% in March per the Case-Shiller Index. Warner Music Group pushes forward with IPO offering. Third largest record label aims to raise up to $1.8 billion. Appeal Sciences, food waste prevention startup, which helps keep produce fresh for longer time periods, raises $250 million from investors including Oprah and Katy Perry. Looking for a one-card wallet in 2020? With this card, you'll earn up to 5% cash back at places you actually shop. Avoid credit card interest until 2021 and pay no annual fee. #ad. Politics and world affairs. 4 Minneapolis police officers fired after a man dies while being taken into police custody. Monday death of 47-year-old George Floyd, a black man, is being compared to the 2014 death of Eric Garner. Protests erupt overnight. Oh, brother. Twitter applies fact-checking label to a President Trump tweet for the first time. Tweet referenced election fraud via mail-in ballots. 'Cause that's not provable. Afghan government releases 900 Taliban prisoners during 3-day ceasefire, a key step in U.S. brokered peace deal. Higgy? That isn't a typo. We're talking about hygge, the Danish word describing a sensation of comfort, coziness, and contentedness. And Higgy is exactly what you'll feel when you put on your first pair of Christopher Clue's blue light glasses. Their spring hinges hug your face, extending beyond the typical 90 degrees, so the wide and narrow-headed among us can wear in style. Blue light filtering also decreases the damaging eye strain that days-long computer use can cause. So check out our frames that are straight out of Denmark today with Christopher Clues. Get 20% off with code 1440. Etc. The best and worst cities to have a staycation. Another study attempts to solve why older people share more misinformation. Trust? New York City flower flashes honor medical workers. Oh, brother. Auschwitz renovations uncover prisoners' hidden tools. Cool. A dive into Australia's Ningaloo Canyons finds wondrous new species. Ooh. Okay. Gripping footage of undiscovered aquatic life. More than 30 new aquatic species. In addition to the longest animal ever recorded, a member of the Apolemia genus, the record-breaking organism reaches an unprecedented 154 feet. That must be that thing. Cool. Take a peek at Dubai's new European-themed islands. The Miami Dolphins are turning their stadium into a drive-in theater. A mesmerizing time-lapse of portrait sketching. Clickbait. Time to go clubbing in a hazmat suit. History book. Marine biologist and author Rachel Carson born, 1907. Happy birthday, U.S. statesman Henry Kissinger, 1923. Ford ends manufacture of iconic Model T, 1927. Golden Gate Bridge opens in California, 1937. Happy birthday, Outkast rapper Andre 3000, 1975. Those who dwell among the beauties and mysteries of the earth are never alone or weary of life. Rachel Carson. Enjoy reading. Forward this email to a friend. 1440. Thank you. Thank you.